constantly moving around, perhaps that's where New and Planet are able to take some advantage versus this Chaos Knight who usually just wins every single time.
Talk to me more about this sort of Queen of Pain pick. We just don't see it a lot, but Quinn, realizing that this is the game to pull it off. What do you think it is directly about this draft from LGD that's made him want to get the Queen of Pain out against it?
Definitely limited stuns, right? Just looking overall what they have. They have to commit kind of like ultimates. There's a net, and then there's a silence from Muerta, and a dead shot. It's pretty limited. These skill shots are not the easiest things to land on something like Queen of Pain if he's able to get that big snowball advantage. Nothing to say. 7 of the last hits on the first 2 waves, though. Even though he does get killed right away, very, very good start for this. But it gets quite rough. Those levels, once they build up for the Queen of Pain, it does get heavy.
Bottom lane, dr2fu being kept very low here by the harassment from New and Planet. I mean, how strong of a lane is this in your booking in terms of the Magnus and the Muerta?
Very strong, yeah. It's universal Magnus. You always have great right click. This year, I think, he's been the one who actually did it first. I think they were mentioned on the panel. dr2fu
has to turn it to stun there to hold back New. Playing on the edge of his life here, dr2fu.
I'm glad to see more of the Magnus. I feel like this hero always has potential in the offlane just to make so many outplays. Shockwave into skewer plays. Overall good base damage to get last hits. I like this lane a lot. Quite a bit of attack speed slow too, so even if they try to like turn and fight you, you skewer and you have this calling down. Both abilities, of course, slowing attack speed. It's really tough to fight versus the...
Sort of the top lane at YU Smile on the Elder Titan. A pretty good game for ET to combo up with some of his teammates.
Absolutely. It's all about the stalling, right? Stalling out the games. They have the Magnus as well to the best wombo combo. And even with the Naga,
this time around they'll get him. Skewer forward from you. dr2fu getting punished. The same time though, Shiro also to fall. Both carries getting punished in the safe lane.
The top one I really wouldn't anticipate happening, but the bottom one, with the way that they were bringing it to dr2fu, nothing more expected. I can't believe they killed this Naga with this top lane. There's a reason this Wraith King has been constantly picked for this off lane, how much he's able to do in the early game, and Ace, he's been one of the best with it.
Keeping eyes on this mid as well. Definitely a matchup where you can see the solo kills occurring. Both heroes having to be cautious. They've got good amounts of jump and resets, way to back up and jump back in if they catch one another low.
Yeah, nothing to say, just has to be very careful with how he uses those swashbuckles. The TP comes in from the Nature's Prop and they could just net a kill almost immediately.
Stomp it.
Gets the Lotus.
The two of them, Shiro trying to close in onto tt2fu, but tt2fu does have the shadow around with the red.
Here.
And they've got backup. Celery's in, they turn the red pipeline over towards Shiro getting surrounded, caught in the sprout. He's thinking out again. This could be able to have a good chance of chasing YU Smile out as well as YU Smile trying to back off. But the right click from tt2fu is earlier enough. Double kill for tt2fu. This top lane getting messy.
Messy already. As soon as the Naga comes back, hey, this is going to be the long walk of shame. 30 seconds, no TP. So much physical damage. The Blightstone coming in, the Wraith King skeleton just hitting on him. Nothing the Naga can do.
Now these early deaths, they absolutely hurt for Shiro.
Yep. dr2fu, even though he did die, this hero overall, it sustains on its own really nicely. 2 points up on the Chaos Strike for dr2fu, so should be able to at least get this farm under the tower here.
And Shiro, TP still on cooldown. He's having to take the smoke to try and get back to lane as quickly as he can. A big hit against the Naga Siren in this laning stage.
A massive one is also Quinn can now go for the bottom room while tt2fu checks the top one. Will nothing to say be able to get it? Nope, Quinn gets it. And now tt2fu's here to back up. Nothing to say has a squash.
He's going to get caught by the bramble though. Still able to jump away, but will have to potentially back off as this dagger ticks him down.
And Quinn's just jumping him.
He's in for the kill. Another dagger, Quinn. He's going to get it. The kill's there. Gladiators finding a lot of early action done bottom planet, and here they tried for Celery, but Celery, he's able to just walk away from them. The stop does clip him.
Can they finish?
Shockwave will drag it back. New really wants to kill. He'll get him.
But now New's under tower.
The stun's there. dr2fu trying to step up, see if he can finish on New in return. Not looking to have any further grab. 6 seconds until the stun's back up. In fact, he might be in trouble himself. Another dead shot connection from Planet into the Shockwave.
Got a Lotus.
Maybe a returnable Panic because the stun is back up. The crits are coming in. The stop is there just in time before dr2fu's able to pull in Planet with a reality ring. Doesn't matter though. Celery TP's in, grabs in the vision as he'll grab him back. I mean, now YU Smile's got to be cautious. dr2fu's been handed over a Tango. He can start healing up.
Hey, look at New. He even has to be careful with his positioning. dr2fu just standing toe-to-toe versus 3 heroes.
I mean, again in the mid lane, nothing to say, getting bullied by Quinn and tt2fu. As soon as he's back to the mid lane, he's back out again. Without TP available.
And Ace is now in a 1v1 versus the Naga Siren. He's more than happy with this type of setup. They have to just keep trying to move these lanes around on LGD. They need to do something.
And they will. Planet turns up. Make sure that this time round, Shiro is able to get the kill against Ace.
I mean, look at the aggression. It's 10 kills, 5 minutes. Gaming Gladiators, their draft definitely thrives off of this. They want to be the ones just dictating pace, getting these early kills, getting that lane advantage, and so far looking pretty damn good.
Long walk back to the mid lane is going to mean that there's going to be quite the XP difference here between the mids. Quinn already halfway through the 6. Of course, nothing to say yet to hit his.
And it's right around the power rune too. Quinn very likely to be able to set this one up. Planet has to play around mid to try to stop this Queen of Pain from snowballing so hard. Get lucky. Get a crash.
Okay. So here from dota2, but as things have gone in this first 6 minutes, Gladiators
exactly the way they wanted.
An explosive opening really with these moves that they've made, and as was expected with the power of Selu's Nature's Prophet, he's always been there as a +1.
I mean, even Tofu too, 4-0-2 so far, right? He is actually ahead of dota2 on net worth. He's tied with almost all the cores at this point. Willow. Beautiful stuff. I mean, getting those early kills up top, making the rotations onto mid. So far, it's exactly what Gaming wants to do with their draft. Get early kills, snowball, keep putting that aggressive posture on the map. I mean, they've kind of pushed Shiro a little bit to the jungle already. He has to move away as this Naga Siren so early in the game. He's got Midas Q.
Going to be one of those recovery games for him after a lane like this. His early deaths slowing down sort of the potential, but as we saw last game, LGD are very good at stalling the games out, even if the beginning goes rough.
Yeah, they don't have a Shadow Demon though to create those illusions. Yes, they have the natural Naga Siren, but they don't have a Spirit Breaker who just literally clears every single wave. A lot more difficult for Nothing to Say, it would seem, this game. Down this much. And losing the lanes like this also, when you're playing versus something like this Wraith King and this Nature's Prophet, there's a reason that Gaming likes to play this so much, right? You pick up the tempo so fast. So if you start having to get pushed to jungle this early on the side of LGD, these towers are going to start dropping very, very early.
With the sort of the start that the supports of Gaming Gladiators have got, and the fact that Quinn is in the lead right now, it's not going to be too difficult for Gladiators to go for these deep movements and try and catch Shiro in his jungle.
Absolutely. They just have to watch out how far they overextend, because the way the counter initiation and everything from LGD, that's kind of their biggest thrive, is if Gaming pushes the limit too far, they have combo keep fighting. They have massive ways of repositioning and taking them under the Pierce boost. So far early game, I think exactly what Gaming Gladiators wants, maybe even more than they could have hoped for with Ace having such an ending start at the top.
Easy for Nothing to Say to hop around this mid. He's just trying to at least find the XP for his level 6.
Ace definitely having a very nice understanding of this Wraith King, playing versus the Naga Siren versus the ET is all about that plus armor. He's got Ring of Protection, I believe he started with, Wraith Band right afterwards, and Phase Boost, so hard for them to really bring him out of this lane with this Naga or this ET. Restabilize dota2 now, see if he can get this green farm.
Maybe see if we can go for some sort of stomp play to grab the wisdom, but
risky play versus Nature's Prophet.
He's not going to be able to stop them from securing it themselves. The Gladiators.
And he actually gets caught.
Ace is here. Indeed is ready with the stun, puts a stop to the TP, so not only not getting the chance to grab the wisdom rune, he ends up losing his life to Ace.
Such a quick movement there from Ace. He expected him to move that quick. Boot up the Radiance now already, so want to have that itemization even versus the Naga Siren as game does potentially progress. He is incredibly farmed so far on this Wraith.
I mean, for LGD, can they look for aggressive moves themselves, or is it just a case of them preparing to turn things around if Gaming Gladiators start heading onto their half of the map?
They need more levels. I mean, the big one that usually wants to make the moves is going to be that mid laner, but when he's playing versus a Queen of Pain, he's super shut down. And new, also, it's level 4 Magnus now versus a level 6 CK. dota2 is perfectly fine to be left alone down here. So difficult for them to really make moves in this early game now. As they said on panel, these supports, they're kind of needed with the cores. They have to make the moves with the cores in particular. They say we'll get another power rune, Quinn.
They're trying to set up, but it's so hard. They need kind of the silence from the calling to really click him. Outside of that, Quinn, he's jumping away every time.
Yeah, they need like the perfect kind of chain stun with the Rolling Thunder and everything. That's why they wanted this buff. Very elusive. Still looking to play around mid too. They've got 3 heroes poised on the side of Gaming Gladiators, looking to still go for Nothing to Say. 8 on Quinn. Takes this one. He wants to look keeping the look to keep the pressure going here.
Wouldn't be a bad catch finding you. He's already had a bit of a tough time in the lane. If they can pick him down,
we'll be able to break this.
Let's see what's coming.
Look at Duracho's position. He still wants to dive new.
I mean, who wants to come down here to help him? TPs are going to be coming over.
Got the Pango
He's getting
here.
caught by the Bramble, though, nothing to say. The stun's out for Duracho, nothing to say. He's got the Rolling Thunder at the ready, but the Sonic Wave pushes the two of them back.
Now he's too low.
New. There's now nothing to say. He's got to run.
Perfect angle from Quinn to get that pushback. Stops him in his tracks.
Dire's bottom tower.
Man, he's going to get planted. Be careful.
He's going to miss the dead shot. The stun's there. I mean, Planet, he's gone as well.
Dead in an instant.
They just can't fight them at this point, despite how hard they try, LGD.
And I mean, without Rolling Thunder now, they cannot protect this tower. Top also looks like it's starting to get pressure. Rotation from Tofu coming in with Ace.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Pressure on all fronts, 10-3, a 4K lead already, pre-10 minutes gaming, doing what they do best.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Pretty
attack.
much done already. Shiro is starting to get some recovery farm, but he's not really the one who makes plays to recover things. He's the one who has to just kind of sit back and farm for a very, very long time. The fact that this offlane and mid lane are struggling so much, it's going to be very difficult for LGD to mount these defenses on these early towers.
It's going to take time for New Year, sort of what, just 300 gold in towards the Blink Dagger.
He's very poor.
Still one in the mid lane. Starting to get a bit of a beat down here by Duracho. Actually ready to start jungling over on LGD's side of the map. He knows that there's very little that LGD can do to push back the CJ.
I mean, he knows they're just very under-leveled. Magnus still not quite level 6. The two supports as well, too. Their damage is just extremely lackluster on the side of LGD. The only damage they really have is going to be coming out from the Pango right now, and this Pango is very shut down in this game. Top tower to fall. Ace.
Duracho, he's getting the chance to step up and trade hits here with Shiro right up towards close to the tier 2.
Look how confident he is.
They can't punish him.
They don't have damage for him by this point. They didn't even have the armlet just yet.
I mean, Shiro's just getting chased out completely from his jungle.
Immediately he has a wave bottom, meets his tower. Duracho just heads back over as they take out top tower. Ace is going to have this. I mean, this is going to be one of the faster offlane Radiances that comes out, and it's a great Radiance game playing versus the Stockstern. When you need to play incredibly aggressive here, push the limits.
And we've got Tofu coming in from the side as well.
And look at Duracho. I mean, he just pops a Phantasm and sends the illusion on you and just zones him out of the lane. You actually can't walk up and contest an illusion. Could just die if he steps up a little bit too far. Has to be pretty careful.
Same to be said, but nothing to say. He's having to go right back under the tier 2. Cannot show space anywhere close to tier 1. Trying to take it down bottom. Skew's only going to be on towards the Phantasm. Maybe they can find set. They'll get the stomp set up. Duracho's considering maybe helping out on this fight, but with the roll, they're in with the stun. Sonic Wave pushing back the 3 of them. It's actually giving the space for Celery to walk away.
I mean, the punk out.
He's perfectly fine. Duracho's considering diving. Was new. Nothing saying he's tripped up by the spells of Tofu. It's the front forward there from Quinn. Nothing is being taken down. They just can't kill any of them.
I mean,
Not even Celery.
Again and again. Quinn, this time a Sonic Wave just to knock back the Pango. Works out perfectly, completely messes with nothing to say. Pango's having no effectiveness right now. Can't even touch his celery.
6K lead already for Gaming Gladiators. This is as hot as a start as you can get, really.
And the Relic is done. The Radiance is going to be coming up with 13-14 minutes for Ace. Oh. It's a Duracho.
I was going to say...
It's bound to happen. It hasn't happened much at TI, I feel like.
When he dies like this, the win is pretty much guaranteed. You know.
I can't believe it always happens.
We should have had a camera on him.
Okay.
Well, as I say, when that's happened before, he pretty much always wins the game. Yep. So, you know, all part of the course here for Duracho.
I can't believe it always happens. Oh my goodness. Things calming down for a few moments here, but Gaming have, I mean, they've hit so hard in these first 12 minutes. What more could you ask for? All 3 tier 1s taken out. You've completely shut down the Pango. The Magnus, his timings are all shot as well too. They're having 3 cores farming perfectly, and the 2 supports as well too. Look at how farmed the 2 of them are. Neck and neck, 3,600 gold on the 2 of them, and Radiance, it's gonna be done. So he's gonna have that way to just control the map even more and have the counter versus the Nagasarn even as game progresses.
Passive moments, just not favouring LGD at all. See it again here. I mean, at this point, we all knew there was a high likelihood something was going to go wrong, and it did.
Oh my god.
There we go. Tofu with a smile for that one.
Quinn did not smile.
All serious business from Quinn. He weren't happy.
How dare you? My perfect Queen of Pain game. What are you? Look how aggressive they're still posturing, though. Continue, just go for nothing. Say no space for this man.
Uh-oh.
Man, I mean, Zhao Wei gave him some rubs on the shoulders, but so far it's not helping. 0-5-0. trying to find anything that they can to get. Look at this, why you smile now positioning for Wisdom Rune, potentially trying to get the two of them stolen at least. The Tofu already running over. And Celery's even TPing in aggressively. They're just going to take both, it seems, on the side of gaming.
Maybe with a stun, why you smart can get this one.
Dyer's
Toby's able to kite it out, gets back in, picks it up. Will be able to grab their own.
Okay, dota2 actually isolated. News here as well.
See if they can get it. They've got the skewer. He'll try and turn, but this time... Ooh.
Nice on.
Might be allowing them to get the two of them, actually, because now they can set up over towards Celery. They kill off dota2. They close the gap in on towards Celery. Gets flipped by the dead shot. A couple of kills here for LGD.
Nicely done from Shiro. I mean, he's the one with the Midas, and he's the one actually making the plays happen here to bring some stuff back. Nicely done. And they got the Wisdom. Something's finally going to the side of LGD.
Is under attack.
That area of the map, not really been a happy place for dota2 in these last few moments.
Back.
Denying himself and also ends up getting killed up. Probably not a place we'll see him head back to anytime soon.
But AC probably says, don't worry guys, I'm the real carry.
I mean, it's all a distraction. It certainly seems that way because indeed he continues to match the final 0.
And this is going to be one of the slower timings I think we see comes out for nothing to say. This Diffusal Blade, it's been slowed down so much. He still doesn't have it. He's still got a 800 gold away. Midas, they're just going to be going for all the way to this late game here. Double Midas is coming out for LGD. Shiro, he's caught. Can he get away?
The Sonic Wave once more, nothing to say, getting pushed back. Use the remainder of the Strong Feather to just retreat. Cannot afford to go into the high ground against Gaming Gladiators. Bottom lane, dota2.
Top tower is under attack.
I mean, he still feels just sort of super confident to play like this and just be this distraction really. Just try and draw the attention of LGD down here and away from Ace.
Very typical dota2, right? Just
getting in their faces.
Super aggressive, sometimes over aggressive, but either way, it's his play style and it works time and time again for gaming.
It really does.
Look at these illusions, they die so fast. Extra bit of gold going for Celery. Going straight down that pipe route. Himself too after the Solar Crest, just looking to ball up. 7k lead. Let's get caught by the net.
They've got the opening net.
Do they have the follow-up?
Got the silence, the dead shot as well. It's perfectly done, but not enough.
No way.
Still able to blink away. The wraparound coming in from Ace, in with the red 5 blast and the skeletons over towards Why You Smile. Why You Smile. He's able to move speed over here, has enough move speed to get away from him. Ace trying to turn his attention towards more, but LGD kited out this counterplay from
Planet.
Ace. Planet.
He's caught.
We're back in range of the Wraith King though, as Ace with the backup of Celery should be able to block off his escape. The stun comes in, the crits come out. They take Planet down.
I think you can imagine the gaming's gonna look to really accelerate things as soon as they see New. The Magnus having a Midas, they're probably like, guys, let's go. They have no blink dagger on Mag.
Every single time Drasha is just going straight for New. Anytime New shows his face on the lane.
Right, LGD, they're playing for the super late game, right? This Midas queued up top. Gaming probably wants to keep pushing down for this tower. Glyph is down. Can't believe Quinn gets away. I mean, he is very tanky at this point.
I mean, and they really did everything they could to lock him down. It just wasn't enough.
Pretty much perfect, but yeah.
Under attack.
The occult bracelet, the magic resistance, just 2,000 HP on this Queen of Pain for that advantage from the early game.
Blink done on you. Are you smoking up on LGD to make a play around this, or are you still sitting back and looking for the counter plays?
I think they can look to make plays with the Pango and the Magnus, for sure. Still, I mean, they're going to be playing for later stages, but if they can find opportunities to catch heroes that are pushed up too far toward these 2-2s, they can definitely get some kills. Maybe even surprise ones onto something like Ace. Panel was talking about the mana burn. Sometimes when the Pango can be a little bit of an issue for these Wraith Kings, Ace is just going to go straight for that shard next. Catch bottom.
Get a split up.
Do they have enough?
It's a huge amount of damage.
Not quite enough yet. Let's get the toggle off this.
As well, making sure that his illusions unable to finish dota2 off.
Nice Shiro is getting quite involved with this Nagastar, just trying to bring things back together for his team.
I mean, he really did so much last game, keeping it going as the Luna with the illusions. This is very much an even more perfect hero for him to play when it comes to just keeping the game going, buying time for the entire team of LGD to scale.
That shard for Ace. Doesn't have to worry about that mana burn coming into play here. Looking for a player at DD now on nothing to say.
They want to get something done with this blink. Solo RP will absolutely cut it. They'll go for Quinn if they want to.
About it. Can they get the catch?
There it is.
They can.
Straight in, they get the drag back. This time, if they got enough lockdown to sleep, the
He's still alive.
Pushes back you, and Quinn is able to jump away, turn with the Sonic Wave, and walk this one off. As Ace, he's considering getting involved. He starts to head straight towards, but feeling strong with the fact that he's got that shot, has the reincarnation ready to use aggressively.
I mean, they just use so much. They use their Pango roll, they use their Magnet Soul too, so Gaming, they're gonna run at them right here. Celery, keeping up top already, looking for nothing to say. Got backup coming in. They want this tower, it's 300 HP. Away, over and over again here. Nice attempt there, though.
They had to go for it.
I mean, look how aggressive he's playing, even near the tier 2.
I mean, they've got the
vision
down.
The Magnus. This is dangerous positions here, though. The skewer plays near tier 2s. They still have to do respect on the side of Gaming.
Duracho, we're closing in on the BKB timing. He's got it pretty soon if he wants to take apart the Echo.
Results on cooldown, 50 seconds no RP, 28 on the World Thunder top tower.
Is under attack.
Will fall. He's had skeletons prepped at the ready too.
Dyer's top
I want to keep threatening it all here. Maybe swing toward the mid lane. They've actually dragged the wave from mid, Duracho, but look to keep this pressure going. Twin. Taking out Shiro bottom.
That's smoke time from Gaming Gladiators this time round.
They know the heroes are positioned on him. Think of that Naga sign. They know that Shiro was down here. Long wrap around. Nothing to say for a second here. Ace on it.
Over the jump. Straight away with the stun. It's far too much damage for nothing to say to survive through.
All right, Tofu and Ace menaces this game. Tofu 505, the instant bedlam, trusting his buddy. Might be able to run into more too, Shiro. He's been spotted, Ace. Oh, he knows which one the real one is.
In with the jump. The illusions are out, Shiro. He wants to try and turn Tofu's in with the fear. Pushing back Shiro for now. That Ace doesn't have to worry about losing the reincarnation quite yet. He's still got that to protect himself and go for a second round, and we'll get forced out here with Splitter.
Racho, lean forward, dude. Looking for some skewer plays. 5 seconds till it's back up.
We'll manage to clear out the illusions, make sure there's no vision for LGD to play around to try for that sort of jump. So Gaming Gladiators will back off safely.
Cool smoke from Gaming. They kind of force LGD all the way back to their base, getting out of their jungle with that one. All picking up a kill.
Shiro's farm continues to roll in very nicely.
It was nice.
I think this hard done on top of the Manta, and he's closing in on it.
The scare is that the Pango just continues to have this very, very hard game. Same thing for the Magnus. And the Naga Siren, even at the point, like, even if he gets the ultimate scaling all the way to the end of these games, is he able to carry versus all this? They have great late game, but 8K lead already for the side of Gaming Gladiators. Crazy scaling, even on the supports we were mentioning. Waiting to see what Tofu looks to queue up because he's having such a good game. The Yule Scepter, but he's sitting on 1200 if he does want to look to go down to the scaling route too. And there's the pipe now for Celery. More and more tankiness. Quinn has got the Aghanim's finished up now too, so much more burst potential, much better ways to be able to clear out this Naga Siren too. Roche potentially going on the docket here. Naracho.
Last few attempts from LGD, they just haven't been able to take down this Queen of Pain 100-0.
And Shiro's gone for the full tanky route rather than the aggressive route that we sometimes do see from the Naga Sirens. I think sometimes we do see that like Orchid kind of playmaking style come out, but Shiro, he's just trying to build up for himself.
Celery.
He was spotted.
Eyes on you, further TP's coming in as well, see if we can get the blink off in time. No, right clicks are there, Celery will catch him. Drag him back into the stun. You punished here for trying to farm this bottom half of the map. Gaming Gladiators, they'll be having none of it.
Kind of the name of the game though for LGD. Pull Gaming away from their base, try to buy more and more time. No new does die. Does force 3 heroes to be.
The Roche now. Grab this. Ace also very close to his own BKB.
Yeah, with that kill that they got on the new as well. LGD is probably too difficult.
Still considering his items.
Yeah,
1700 go.
Yeah, I've shoot it up and we'll see what he does when he goes down the route of. Going for a little bit more protection, something you don't see too often anymore on the Queen of Pain, but he's buying a Yule after having his Aghanim and his Kaya, so just that little bit of extra protection versus the calling in particular, could be huge. Sages, and the game is going to look to control the map a lot more here, try to constrict this Naga Siren from getting out. Shiro playing in these dangerous positions, trying to get far in the enemy agents. Cutting some waves. Nice micro coming out from him. The exhaust from that Luna.
I mean, honestly, as long as he's able to survive and stay alive, probably guarantee that 2 of these waves at least will be held right back onto Gaming Gladiator's half of the map. It's not going to be too easy for them to get a push going towards multiple lanes at the same time, Gladiators, with the play from Shiro. It's LGD. Top. Try something here with the RP once.
See Quinn.
They're going to try it again. Time round, do they have enough?
He's got the
He's got the Yules, and he's out of there.
That's an RP down and a splitter.
And that time they don't even come close to killing him.
This Yules pickup feels pretty damn beautiful there. If they don't have that chain stun, which they really don't have with their draft, he's going to be able to get it off every time. And he's going for Kaya Sanj, so Status is just going to make it potentially even easier for him to get off afterwards in these later instances.
Pretty much the only way they can kill this Quinn of Pain is if Quinn sort of blinks into them. Yep. Quinn's not been making those mistakes this game.
Or if they have absolutely everything that comes in, like, or with Shiro, they need everybody hitting him at the same time. Well, it's on cooldown. Gaming might look to make another move here. They see Shiro top. I mean, this is an empowered Nagastar, and they're kind of giving away which the real one is.
I mean, and they know that there's no RP.
And Ace knows this is the real one.
I mean, they're already TPing in onto the back lines as well. Shiro's going to go for the song TP out. Same to be said for Why You Smile.
Gets out.
Well, that was close though. The fear from Tofu nearly catching him, but LGD will escape.
Oh man, if Tofu's blink was actually on him there, that potentially could have been a catch onto either one of these heroes. The blink was coming on the courier for the Willow, so Tofu, he made his decision what he wants to go for. This is a cool pickup too. I feel like this is more about stopping it, that initiation or the counter initiation that LGD is going for, rather than scaling for himself. He's looking to see where this RP comes, blink, get the fear off, and reset the fights for his team. So cool choice if he's able to get those catches. Nothing to say as the game's going. I mean, recovering slightly, but still 0-6 and 0 for him.
Hasn't been involved in any sort of positive action this game when it comes to kills. It's been rough.
He's tried, but it's just been completely stopped from Quinn. Every single time he comes in, a Sonic Wave just pushes him back and stops him in his tracks. That's what we see there right now for Gaming. Plus, liking their chances.
So much weight right now on Shiro's shoulders.
Really feels like all of it's going to be these big plays that he's able to make with these illusions. So soon having a butterfly, so he is getting quite tanky. The rest of his allies pretty poor. Gaming, they're scaling on all 3 cores.
Oh, they really are. They really are. Ace still holding the top spot out of the team. Incredible farm on this off-lane Wraith King.
BKB going down the horn around afterwards just to enable his teammates even more so. And just keeping it, now they're starting to keep more and more control of the map. After they got this Aegis, they're dealing with all 3 lanes. Celery showing on 1 lane, Ace showing on another, and Quinn with the backup of 2 heroes showing on another one. So they're keeping the lanes shoved in and constricting Shiro from getting his illusions actually out to cut these waves. He's actually been unable to for the last few minutes.
Under attack.
Back with it. R&D getting the chance to hit these 2 tier 2s at the same time. Definitely a concern for how LGD would want to be keeping this game going.
And they can potentially even set up a tormentor if they'd like to. Maybe a little bit of a risk playing versus the Magnus, and then Ace maybe thinking about it.
Dyer's bottom
Celery
tower
so
is
he's going to be
under
building
attack.
just yet. Okay, it does have the Aghanims queued up. You know, it'd be a great option.
Alright,
This is the deep jump.
oh, he's going in past the tier 3. He's ready to sort of dive in and look for action. The sweep is there. RP as well. He's going to bring them low. Yules up for Quinn. Quinn will be able to jump out of it. He's getting to the side. Actually hits pretty much a fight.
Gets it all.
Wave there. Ace on the second line goes towards the E2. Takes down Why You Smile. Shiro has to use the song to back up.
I mean, what a jump there. I mean, Celery TPing it aggressively, and then Ace jumping for
He just
Quinn.
goes straight for it.
Yeah, Quinn gets a connection on almost everybody with Shadow's
I think
breaking
it's pretty
off.
much a 5 map.
Trying to use this Aegis as much as possible. Deracho, 40 seconds left on it.
The other pocket of once. Maybe not, but to get out of this direction, he's not even going to lose the Aegis quite yet.
Little toggle, gets himself out. They force the glyph. They force quite a bit there. I mean, pretty much every single ulti being used from the side of LGD just to sustain and withstand themselves. Celery does buy back at the least there. One silver lining for LGD, but Gaming, at any moment you can see they're very confident just jumping in. Racho?
The skewer back in 10 seconds to lane. We'll just look to take him down the first time whilst the Aegis is still there.
And okay, him to get the tormentor too.
Good around to Quinn. He's in with the jump. Ratchet blocks the BKB, turns over towards Shiro.
Shiro's in trouble.
Done. They surrounded him in the corner. He came blocked off by Deracho. Sonic Wave as well. Pushed up to the side of that. Quinn jumps in. He's two off the back lines. He's taken out Blood and Beautiful as well.
Shiro.
The road of the Nagastar and Shiro. He's out.
seconds.
None of them with buyback gold available. As GG will be able to push down this bottom lane, maybe even get the tier 3 in the barracks with this one. They're starting to fall a bit low on Quinn.
Dire's
But
bottom tower is under
he's full
attack.
HP.
He's back to full Quinn.
I mean, what can they do to push this one back? At least there's still a tier 2 in the mid lane.
They don't have their Magnus. They have no way to skewer, no way to hold this off. This Frax looking pretty dead. Can they stop this?
Their structures.
And Quinn, this Arcane Rune, they're coming into play. And now Ace,
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Try and put a bit of a slowdown to this push, but at the same time, he's going to make sure that he keeps a fair bit of a distance when the Rolling Thunder does come to an end.
I mean, they're still going, even for the melee ranks here. Gaming Gladiators pushing the limits. We'll be backing up. Magnus is respawning. RP's back up. They'll give respect. Another massive hit, 13k lead. They bring down Shiro and Quinn with the back of that Arcane Rune, kind of making the magic happen. The confidence blink forward into everybody.
I mean, he knows they can't kill him.
Yep. His itemization feels absolutely perfect this game, and he knows it. He's playing so confident.
Dire's middle tower is under
Hard now on the
attack.
CK as well, too. Massive hit for Gaming. Everything coming back up for them pretty soon. Sonic Wave, 15 seconds.
It's just been so hard for LGD to really find a killer tool.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as the song gets used, they kind of just have to like reset and run, and then once Shiro gets isolated without song, he's just dead. They have no way to follow up to protect him. Shivas as well, too. More and more layers for them to try to get to bring down this bot.
Just step out of their base a little bit, LGD, but
Scary to come out. They keep having to just follow each other together. They have to play as a unit here versus the side of Gaming. They can just get picked off in an instant, as we see there. Gaming, no hesitation to jump if a hero's isolated. GD. They find something with this smoke. Win it. The shield rune.
they try for the skewer back. Hesitations, of course, they don't want to drop the RP because the last few times it's just not worked out.
I mean, even if they get him there, honestly, they probably pop shield rune and we'll probably see the same thing that happened time and time before. Lanes shoved in. You see the lines being drawn from LGD. They're like, we need to get these lanes out. Very aggressive play here.
For the jump.
Shiro got back up.
The glimmer.
Instant play. I mean, why smile? In the perfect position there to protect him. More and more items to deal with that Naga. You said, you know, the Radiance is out, the AC's out for Ace. Great item versus Naga. Now it's Shivas, of course, coming out for Quinn. Harder for Shiro to solo carry this. All three lanes shoved in. No space for Shiro to get out on the map.
Be able to take out this final tier 2 tower now, Gaming Gladiators.
Dire's middle tower is
It's
under
gonna be a long
attack.
spawn. Ace in and jumps in.
He goes straight over towards Planet. There will be the Glimmer again to try and get him out of there, but Celery with the TP falls up to the high ground. Planet, he was caught by the spell. They get the skewer back on the Celery. Celery caught by the Silence. They take the Nation Prophet down, but the Sonic Wave from Quinn clips Planet.
Look how confident he is with the shield rune. Knows they have no way to get him. Celery does die. That was the dieback, so 60 seconds without him. And be happy with that tier 2 and that kill. We'll back up and get that farm going here. DD spawns up top. Quinn gets one of those big talents with the Aghanim's build. He's not the 20 talent. Long spawn on that road. Unfortunate one for LGD, it feels like a little bit, but either way, they have more than enough time on the side of Gaming to just keep these lanes shoved in to constrict Shiro.
Mine.
We have to listen in on the Gaming Gladiators to see what they had to say about those previous moments.
Double damage.
He's absolutely right on that one. We're seeing it the way that Gaming Gladiators are moving as a unit. It's just not allowing LGD any opportunity to get the jump on them.
Not to get the jump on multi-heroes too, right? We've seen one-man RPs, one-man skewers, one-man splitters. Just Gaming really have not been giving the opportunities to them to get that big wombo combo onto multiple heroes. Full Hex now onto Shiro. A little bit more catch to potentially trip up Quinn.
He's really got his work cut out, Shiro. He's had the chance to get the farm, but can he do what's necessary to keep LGD's hopes alive here in this game too?
It really is all up to him. Themselves for it. 4 or 5 heroes actually sped up down bottom. Horatio getting closer and closer to his MKB to be able to focus down this Nagasarn as well. Ace almost has an Aghanim, so even if they do get caught in some type of wombo combo and stuff like that, there's the plays around it.
Radiant's
More
middle
scaling
tower
continues.
is under attack.
It's a tough call to make, but maybe they might feel like they have to potentially try to contest this Roshan, but yeah, it's a very, very hard call to make.
Is under attack.
Gaming Gladiators, they're going to be coming straight for them first. Smoke up with Gladiators.
Guard.
Radiant's middle tower is
Totally
under
unexpected
attack.
here.
And you're ready to head into the triangle.
Horatio leading guard.
Yeah.
Scouted by a tree. Quick blink.
Link is there in time.
Done. Get out. Kelly will back up, deal with the lanes as his team goes for the Roche.
Super close to his own Aghanims.
I mean, this item is always super nice just so you don't have to really like commit your hero so far. He just throws a Wrath of Nature because it disarms as well too with all the bounces that it gets on you. It can be really nice to protect the heroes if they do get caught inside of a big wombo combo. Roche, football. Roger, like a little bit more aggressive, but more aggressively. Playing a secondary life, has yet to die this game.
I mean, they're heading towards him top. There's still a tier 1 available here for backup to come in if they do want to dive this, but it's a CK with an Aegis.
Instant.
Try and tease something out there. Get the BKB response. Nothing more.
Horatio seems like he knew that was coming from a mile away.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Celery.
Runes. We'll grab the get for Damon.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Not bad at top here, but the lanes are starting to get pushed in.
It is a lot of them out here, pretty deep on the map, but can they really start a fight?
Planet,
He's gonna
Hunter
get
Division.
He's able to get the Pierce the Veil off. A little bit of protection, but still the damage really coming in from the magical. Bringing him down low. Caught in the tree. Quinn finishes him off. LGD, they've got to get out of here.
Nice ward from Tofu. Quickly places that one down on the side. Tofu also still just having this flawless game. 5-0 and 8. Enabled Quinn to be able to snowball.
I mean, they're sort of
80 spawns bottom. Ace able to grab this one now too. That Aghanim is done.
They can play like this, just sort of split across the map, knowing that LGD just can't really jump any of them.
Nope.
And if they do, there's going to be more than enough time for them to survive long enough for backup to arrive.
And they've got all these itemizations to deal with this Nagasarn. Ace also, of course, didn't point it out, but he did get flashed with the Cloak of Flames on top of everything too. So Cloak of Flames Radiant, so he's going to be amazing versus these Illusion heroes on top of Quinn, having the Shivas and everything too, and having Cloak of Flames. Look how many of them they have. Yeah, these lanes, they're just constantly being dealt with. On top of the Wrath of Nature, of course, rooting. Once you get that Aghanim, the cooldown also dropping down to that 60 seconds. You can just throw it off cooldown, keep these lanes constantly shoved in, keep LGD inside of their base. Now with the Lincolns as well to another layer to try to go through.
They're just never going to catch him.
Nope, doesn't feel like it. Not with the way that he's played. I mean, honestly, it's been pretty much 0 mistakes from him so far, Quinn. Flawless game, a flawless 2 games, to be honest with you.
I'm going to try it for it again. Smoke up. They've got to take some sort of high-risk plays here to try and pull this game back in their favor.
Who do you want to go for, though? There's an Aghanim's Wraith King as well, too. These tanky frontliners with Aegis Cheese, too. I mean, Ace is just walking.
He might just even blink in.
He's taunting them. He wants him to go for him.
He's going to jump. Turn off, and you see the top of the head. If they can bring him down the once, they can drive back up towards the tier 3.
The base.
Take him down once. If they can do it a second time, Kurt starts to jump over the shadow strike out from you. Enough to hold them back, and indeed there's not any sort of attempt from LGD to try and go on Ace a second time.
60 seconds, he'll be back up.
Pretty much a wave starting to push in against LGD. 2 minutes. They just under Achia.
Big neutral found. Penta edge now for him as well. After this MKB, he is hitting incredibly hard. Quinn also finds himself a Stormcrafter and Ace. Havoc Hammer, more really good items for all these illusions. Rare to see The Naga Siren unable to really send the illusions out to try to get any farm, but they're just dealing with them so quickly every time they see them.
Leaving the base does not feel like an option right now for LGD whatsoever.
Getting massively out-farmed. Taken's farming 90% of the map.
You heard it in the comms earlier, just sort of getting very calm on getting that here. Dredger. On a half lane over, pulling in, but breaks in, and the base. Falling in the movement. It looks like it doesn't really matter. They're moving off that. Shiro having to do something really check. It's another retreat from LGD. It's nothing hard around the balance. And the melee finds for the hole.
Another 4-minute Sonic Wave. I feel like every single time he's getting so many of these heroes. I can't imagine what the damage is in this game. Probably by far the highest.
It's up again. You don't want to see a ball bit of around the shadow so back now. Taking Shiro behind the forward. Solution down. Dredger. You got the tissue. Extended forward. You can pull out with the Shiro in trouble. The head to the left. The blow down. Hot one to the left. Shiro take him now. Shiro back on fire back to the ball. They don't have to fire back to the other. He's getting like taking the shot. One fire on. They're looking at it's over. He is forward. This one boosted up and moving on to the grand finals.
What a display of toughness. Perfect Quinn just took over everything. Nothing to say. Instinct 0, 7, and 0.
That is
holy crap.
One of the most brutal